kind of, but not exactly. I'm going to bring my father along with me tomorrow, because he does a pretty good job of cooking popcorn over the open fire at night. Really? Yeah, they were very good. They brought skilled carpenters, they brought masons, they brought blacksmiths, shipbuilders, and workers that were very good in other trades, like popping popcorn over the fire. You've got to bring a guy like that if you're going camping. If you don't know how to do it, bring one with you, right? So, the second thing the Puritans, example of them being more prepared than the Pilgrims, is they brought skilled carpenters, masons, blacksmiths, shipbuilders, and workers trained in several different trades. Does that make it easier to have a successful colony if you've got those type of people? Perfect. What's the third thing they're going to bring? What? Intelligence. Several of the Puritans that came over were graduates of two of the most prestigious English universities then and today, Cambridge and Oxford. So they not only brought ample supplies, food, clothing, and tools, they not only brought skilled carpenters, masons, blacksmiths, shipbuilders, and workers trained in several different areas, they also brought some pretty smart people over. College graduates, university graduates from two of the most prestigious universities at the time and still is in England, Cambridge and Oxford, which are on your ID sheet. So these guys came a lot more prepared. So what they did is they unloaded their cargo out of the 17 ships and they began to build villages along the northern coast of Plymouth. So they eased right in. Remember I told you that the Pilgrims became members of the Massachusetts Bay Colony? Remember I told you that at the end? So they just kind of all merged, and the Pilgrims and the Puritans ended up settling together the area we know today as Massachusetts. Now some Puritans settled at Shawmut. Anybody want to guess what present-day town that is, or city that is today? Shawmut? It's not Shawmut anymore, but I'll tell you what, they got baseball teams making a little bit of a run. Boston. Okay, Boston. Okay, so some Puritans settled in a place called Shawmut, which ended up being Boston, Massachusetts. Others settled at Naumkeag. Naumkeag. Later, today called Salem, Massachusetts. So, the Pilgrims unloaded their cargo, began to build their villages along the northern coast of Plymouth. Some Puritans settled at Shawmut, presently called Boston. Others settled at Naumkeag, which is now called Salem. What did they also find as they moved north of Plymouth into the Massachusetts area? They also found those same cleared fields that the Pilgrims found, so their ability to grow crops and such is going to be much easier than if they had to clear their own fields. They found the same abandoned, cleared fields. How many came originally with the Puritans? Thousands. Became a very popular colony. Shipload after shipload of passengers from England arrived to join that particular company, the Massachusetts Bay Company and Colony. And by 1640, there were 20,000 English men, women, and children living in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. Okay? So during the next few years after the Puritans came, shipload after shipload of passengers from England arrived to join the settlers. And by 1640, more than 20,000 English men, women, and children were living in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. They were very successful. Now, when we come back Tuesday, I'm going to give you a little break. We're going to talk about the founding of Rhode Island and Connecticut, New Hampshire, and Maine. What I want to do is I'm going to give you the rest of this period to work on those reading assignments a little bit, so maybe you don't have so much homework. And I'm even going to be the nice guy of the year, and I'm not going to lecture tomorrow. So those of you that are here tomorrow, I'm going to show you kind of a fun video, like 10 things about the American flag holding. I'm going to give you some time tomorrow also to work on your assignments, because I really don't want you to spend a bunch of time over the weekend. Okay. Pick it up between 1 and 3, you did that.
Wait, I don't.
You don't, she still don't get it? Okay.
Well, you said 1 and between 1 and 3, so 1 to 2,
No, pick a number between 1, 2, or 3, okay? It's an analytical thinker here. See, and then you get somebody foolish enough to fall for it, then yeah, and I'm picking. So pick a number between 1 and 3. Well, I'll take 1, I'll take number 2.
Oh, you said one?
Yeah, I took 2. She said, just a second.
No! You can listen to you, just so we can talk.